Confidence is one of the most magnetic qualities you can possess. It radiates strength, assurance, and self-respect, qualities that naturally draw others to you. Unlike arrogance, which seeks to overpower, true confidence is quiet, calm, and deeply rooted in self-awareness. It's about knowing your worth and carrying yourself with the understanding that you bring value to any situation. In contrast, neediness stems from insecurity, creating an energy of desperation that often repels rather than attracts. The difference between confidence and neediness can make or break your personal and professional relationships. Confidence allows you to set healthy boundaries, maintain independence, and approach life with resilience. It shows others that you are self-sufficient and don't rely on external validation to feel complete. Neediness, however, manifests as overdependence on others for approval, validation, or emotional support, which can create tension and erode mutual respect. To truly thrive, cultivating confidence is essential. It's not about being perfect or never needing help, but about trusting yourself and knowing that you are enough. When you embody confidence and shed the habits of neediness, you'll find that people are not only drawn to you, but also respect and value the strength you bring to every interaction. Number 1. Embody emotional detachment. Create intrigue. Embodying emotional detachment involves maintaining a healthy balance between your emotions and external circumstances. It's not about suppressing your feelings or becoming indifferent, but rather about understanding that your emotions are within your control, not dictated by external events or other people. When you detach emotionally, you create a buffer between your internal world and external influences, which allows you to respond rather than react impulsively. This principle, rooted in Stoicism, encourages you to focus on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and reactions, and let go of the things that are outside your control, such as the actions and opinions of others. By practicing emotional detachment, you free yourself from the burden of constant dependency on external validation or the need to please others. It's about recognizing that no one else can dictate your emotional state unless you allow them to. For example, when faced with rejection, a detached individual doesn't spiral into self-doubt or despair, but instead views the situation as a temporary challenge rather than a reflection of their worth. This detachment doesn't mean you don't care, but rather that you care for your peace of mind above external approval. When you adopt this mindset, you become less reactive and more resilient in the face of adversity. People are naturally drawn to those who remain calm and centered, even in chaotic or uncertain situations. Emotional detachment allows you to stay grounded and composed, which creates an air of mystery and intrigue. You become someone others can rely on, someone who doesn't waver in times of difficulty. This detachment doesn't push people away. It attracts them. They are drawn to your inner strength and stability. In personal relationships, emotional detachment helps prevent the common pitfalls of excessive dependency, attachment, or fear of loss. When you detach, you are not consumed by the need for someone else's attention or validation. Instead, you allow others the space to appreciate you and seek you out on their terms. This creates a dynamic where you are valued not out of need or obligation, but because of the genuine respect you command through emotional resilience and self-awareness. Ultimately, embodying emotional detachment empowers you to take control of your emotional well-being, allowing you to act with clarity, purpose, and strength. Number 2, create space and absence. Let them feel the void. Creating space and absence involves the deliberate act of stepping back from someone or a situation, allowing time and distance to develop. This isn't about disappearing to play games or seek attention. Rather, It's about understanding the power of absence and how it fosters longing and desire. When you're constantly present, people tend to take your presence for granted. They expect you to be there and may lose appreciation for what you bring. By creating space, you allow them to feel the void you leave, which stirs curiosity and encourages reflection. Absence creates a psychological void that prompts others to miss you. It's a principle that applies in both personal and professional relationships. For instance, if you're always available, people might not value your time as much. However, when you step back, even for a short period, it forces them to recognize your absence and what that absence means. They begin to notice the space you once occupied, filling it with thoughts and memories of you. This emotional gap sparks longing and a desire to re-establish that connection. People are naturally drawn to what they cannot have, which makes absence a powerful tool. When you remove yourself from their immediate world, they're left wondering about you, seeking answers to questions they didn't think to ask while you were present. This curiosity keeps you on their mind. Absence doesn't mean neglect. It signifies self-respect and independence. When you show that you have your own life, goals, and pursuits, you demonstrate that your value isn't solely tied to their attention. This creates a balance where they begin to see your worth, not as someone who is constantly accessible, but as someone who has a life beyond them. In relationships, whether romantic or otherwise, creating space allows the other person to reflect on your significance. When you step away, they're no longer accustomed to your presence, which helps shift their perspective. They start to value you for who you are, not what you do for them or how often you're there. Absence encourages appreciation, fostering a deeper connection when you eventually return. The key is not to disappear out of spite or manipulation, but to create distance as an act of self-awareness and respect. Ultimately, creating space and absence reinforces the idea that your value doesn't diminish in your absence, but rather is enhanced by it. Letting others feel the void you leave makes them realize what they've lost and what they could gain by embracing your presence again. Number 3. Maintain calm in chaos. Be a safe harbor. Maintaining calm in chaos is about embodying stability and composure, even in the most unpredictable or stressful situations. In a world filled with uncertainty, where emotions run high and pressures mount, people are naturally drawn to those who remain grounded and steady. Being a safe harbor in turbulent times means providing others with a sense of security and peace, something they often crave amidst chaos. When you stay calm, composed, and unshaken by external circumstances, you create an environment where others feel safe and confident around you. In times of chaos, emotions tend to run wild. People often seek reassurance and stability to counterbalance the noise and uncertainty surrounding them. By maintaining calm, you become that steady presence they turn to when things feel overwhelming. You don't react impulsively or let fear or anxiety take control. Instead, you remain thoughtful, deliberate, and in control of your emotions. This quiet confidence becomes a refuge for others, providing them with the stability they might lack in their own lives. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who exude calmness, especially during moments of stress or pressure. This isn't about being emotionless, but rather about managing your emotions in a way that inspires confidence in those around you. When you stay calm, you signal to others that no matter what life throws your way, you can handle it. This emotional strength becomes a source of trust. People begin to depend on you because they know you won't crumble under pressure. Think about the people in your life who have handled difficult situations with grace. Haven't you found yourself drawn to their composure and resilience? When things feel chaotic or out of control, their calm presence creates a sense of security, making you feel that things will be okay. By embodying this same calmness, you become someone who others can rely on in moments of uncertainty, and that trust fosters a deeper connection. Ultimately, being a safe harbor in chaos isn't about avoiding difficult situations, but about navigating them with confidence and grace. When you remain steady, others will begin to miss that sense of stability when you're not around. They'll crave the calm and reassurance you bring, and that longing will create a bond that's difficult to break. Number 4, leave her curious. Don't reveal everything. Leaving her curious involves maintaining an air of mystery and withholding some aspects of your life or personality to keep her intrigued. When you reveal everything about yourself too soon, the excitement and allure begin to fade. People are naturally drawn to the unknown, and curiosity acts as a powerful motivator that keeps others engaged and seeking more. By leaving her wanting answers rather than giving them all at once, you create an ongoing sense of discovery that keeps her attention focused on you. Curiosity fuels interest. When someone knows too much, the mystery dissolves and their desire to explore further diminishes. However, when you intentionally withhold certain details about your life, your past, or even your thoughts, you create a void that only she can fill. For instance, instead of sharing every story or personal experience in one conversation, drop hints or share only bits and pieces, leaving enough for her to wonder. By doing this, you give her the opportunity to ask questions, speculate, and build a connection around discovering who you truly are. The goal is not to be evasive or manipulative, but to maintain a balance between openness and intrigue. People are naturally curious about what they don't know, so by sparking that curiosity, you ensure she continues to seek more about you. The key is subtlety, hinting at parts of your life without giving too much detail. For example, when she asks about your past, instead of delving into every story, provide brief, intriguing answers that invite follow-up questions. Over time, this creates a dynamic where she becomes more invested in learning about you. The mystery you maintain builds anticipation and keeps her coming back for more. When curiosity remains, she starts to wonder what else lies beneath the surface, and this sense of discovery strengthens her connection to you. Ultimately, leaving her curious isn't about playing games or keeping her at arm's length, but about creating depth and maintaining a connection that grows naturally. The more intrigued she feels, the more she'll want to uncover, and that desire will make her miss you when you're not around. Number 5, show confidence, not neediness. Showing confidence, not neediness, is crucial when it comes to building attraction and maintaining a strong connection. Confidence naturally draws people in, while neediness tends to push them away. Confidence is about knowing who you are, what you bring to the table, and being comfortable with that, without relying on external validation. When you exude confidence, you carry yourself with a quiet assurance that others find attractive and magnetic. On the other hand, neediness stems from insecurity and a desire for constant reassurance, which often creates tension and discomfort in relationships. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance or bragging, but rather a grounded sense of self-belief. When you demonstrate confidence, you show that you are secure in your own life, your purpose, and your value. This self-assuredness makes others feel safe and drawn to you, as they can sense that you don't need anything from them to feel whole. Confidence allows you to set boundaries, make decisions with clarity, and navigate life without relying on others for your sense of worth. It's about showing that you're complete and fulfilled, regardless of external circumstances. Neediness, on the other hand, often arises from a place of insecurity and a fear of losing someone's attention or affection. When you're constantly seeking validation, sending excessive messages, or worrying about whether someone likes you, It creates a sense of pressure and dependence. People are naturally repelled by neediness because it implies a lack of self-sufficiency, making them feel burdened rather than attracted. Instead of drawing others closer, neediness tends to push them away, creating a sense of distance and discomfort. To avoid neediness, focus on cultivating self-confidence. This means investing in your own growth, pursuing your passions, and maintaining a healthy relationship with yourself. When you're content with who you are, your energy becomes magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who don't rely on them for validation or approval. Confidence allows you to engage with others in a way that feels genuine and balanced, without placing unnecessary demands on them. Ultimately, showing confidence fosters respect and admiration, while neediness fosters dependency and insecurity. When you display confidence, you create a space where others feel drawn to you, wanting to be a part of your life because you already feel complete without needing anything from them. This shift in mindset not only builds stronger connections, but also ensures that when you're not around, people begin to miss you because they recognize your value and the strength you bring.